in the life for an individual who uses AAC to communicate high and low tech?
I feel like it's very limiting. You don't really have like much of a personality. Like you're kind of like refined to like what the board says, or like if you have high tech, like what you programmed into your iPad. So it's like you have like the ability to communicate. It's just like not the way like like how we communicate with like personality, the way we sound. It's kind of like a robotic voice. If it's high tech or like low tech, you're literally just pointing at a word, and that's what how people have to communicate with you for.
What successes did you and your partner experience using high and low tech?
I feel for successes, like I was able to get the things I wanted. Like when I was for my low tech one, I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I printed out a board. But with mine, I had to be extremely specific. Like I wanted a Dunkin' Energy Punch. I had a debit card. I also wrote on my coupon, just in case they didn't understand it, like strawberry Dunkin' Energy Punch. And that was it. And I just inserted my debit card. And then, so that was like okay. And then, like for like high tech, it was successful because like I got the task done, but like it was more challenging than successful, kind of. So, yeah.
How was it challenging?
It was challenging by because you had to connect to Wi-Fi when I used the Cough Drop app to use my board, and that took me like a good like 3 minutes to do. So I was just standing at the bank, like connecting to Wi-Fi, versus when I had the piece of paper and I just whipped it out and I was just like, but I did get the money, but the lady was kind of like fast paced, like I want you out. So definitely that was pretty challenging. I thought it was kind of odd.
And probably frustrating too.
Yeah, definitely frustrating.
Okay. What did you notice about the precipitation of the device? SIS.
I know for like this one, like I pointed it so the lady would actually like she could see it like clearly, cause like I went like this. I pointed to every individual thing, and then like I said, on the coupon I wrote strawberry energy punch, and which she was fine with. And then for high tech, since I had the iPad, I could literally just like typed it, like I pressed every single button, kind of. Well, it's not really a button, it's a touchscreen, but every single word that I wanted to use, and it came out as like a sentence, but it was like a choppy sentence. So like the lady knew what I was saying. It just didn't really have like any like personality or anything. And she kind of was just like, oh, I know why you're here. You're probably here for laundry money. Here's the $10, and that was it. Like nothing else.
And you also said that she knew you too, right?
She did know me. I had her the last time I was at the bank, and we talked for like a good like 5 minutes about New Hampshire, and then like I left because another person came in. But with this one, it was very like, I want you out. Like, okay, here's your stuff. Like, I think it's because like she didn't know how to communicate with someone who has like a speech, like they can't talk. So she's just like, I don't know how to talk to you.
So she was uncomfortable in a way.
Yeah, very uncomfortable.
Okay. What did you learn from this experience?
I definitely learned like how hard it is. Like it's a struggle, because like even with this, I'm limited to like the only things like on the board. So for me, I feel like I'd be carrying around a dictionary, like, oh, I wanted to say this word, and well, that's not necessarily what I meant to say.
And then what about for high tech?
And then for high tech, definitely like even though it was faster to get the words that I wanted and like people could audibly hear it. It was very like, oh well, you have to be again you have to be connected to Wi-Fi and people are just like you have to search through and it takes a bit to find the words. So that was also kind of like it was very restricting. Even though it was high tech, it was a little bit restricting.
So what ethical considerations must teachers realize when suggesting AAC option, and how can you address those?
I feel like ethically, it's like this, whatever you choose is what the child or student you're going to have is going to use to communicate with the world. So, like, I know, like, if I was, like, an elementary teacher, I would use a low-tech, like, so, like, even, like, the kid will see the word, he'll have, like, word recognition. Oh, well, this picture means strawberry. So he'll be like, strawberry jam, or strawberry jelly. Because, like, he's, like, say he's a kindergartner, and he doesn't have that much, like, that big of a vocabulary versus like a high school student who will definitely need like high tech, like talking to colleagues or talking to his friends or talking to teachers. You can't just like have like him like with low tech, like having to sift through words like, oh well, this isn't the right sheet, hold on, let me get another thing. Or like maybe like mid tech where like at least like for like maybe like a middle school age where they can still press it and have a voice. But ethically, you have to realize that this is how the student is going to talk, and it's best if you also let them decide what they want to use. Like say I'm like, oh well, I like high tech. Give the kid high tech. Like this is what the student's comfortable with. Like this is you like teachers can learn to like adapt with it because it's not hard to use. You just have to train yourself to use it.